Buy designer clothing from the Chanel fashion line. Learn about this top fashion designer's products. Born in Saumur, France, in 1883, Gabrielle Bonheur Coco Chanel became one of the driving forces towards comfort and sensibility in women's fashion. Famous for fragrance and a little black dress, Coco Chanel died in 1971, and now Karl Lagerfield is in charge of design for the House of Chanel. Chanel clothing and accessories are a true investment in good taste and quality. Before you shop, learn a bit more about Coco and the Chanel fashion line right here. This article will also show you how to locate and buy accessories and clothing. Coco Chanel started out with a small shop where she designed hats to sell to the elite women of society. Though she was born to a poor family, she hooked up with a couple of well-to-do boyfriends who helped her get her start in the fashion business. The name Coco comes from a nickname Chanel used during a brief stint as a cabaret singer. In the 1920s, she began combining elements of men's clothing with women's fashions. She designed shorter skirts and made clothing in roomier cuts to add a functionality that women found liberating, having been confined in corsets and restrictive garments for so long. The famous fragrance Chanel No. 5 was created in 1921, and remains a popular scent even today. Chanel's little black dress hit the runway in 1926 and was one of the top fashion moments in history. Since then, every fashion house has adopted their own version of the dress, and it is still featured in Chanel collections. Coco also designed business-like suits, handbags, and cardigans that became instant haute couture classics. Coco Chanel died in 1971 at the age of 87. At the time, she was busy designing the garments for her next spring collection. Today, Karl Lagerfield is the head designer for the House of Chanel. His designs are true to the vision Coco Chanel created with her sublime sense of style and quality. The Chanel American flagship store can be found on 57th Street in New York City. Here you'll find the full line of ready-to-wear clothing, accessories, shoes, jewelry, and fragrance. To find a store that carries Chanel clothing near you, use the store locator feature at the Chanel website. Vintage Chanel clothes and other pieces are collector's items, and can be found at auction houses, fashion resellers, and even online. If you're planning to purchase a vintage item, have it looked at by a Chanel vendor to ensure it is a genuine article. Chanel also designs and manufactures a line of eyewear that is both fashionable and practical. You can find these collections almost anywhere designer eyewear is sold. There are tons of designer clothing options out there, but Chanel has been around for a while and can be considered a trusted source in the fashion world. Good luck finding your next Chanel piece. Quick tips. Classic Chanel items become more valuable over time than the trendy additions to each collection. The first flagship Chanel store was located at the Hotel Ritz in Paris, France, and remained there even under Nazi occupation. Useful links. Chanel.